There we go. Okay, I think we are live. And what is up, everybody? Ted here with Bodies and Wicks. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. I know that a lot of people kind of disappointed in the altcoin market right now. Nothing showing very promising results, that's for sure. I was just in a Litecoin trade. Had to close it out only because I got about $5, and that was even at a 0.02. Like I said, I play small. The reason I play small is because I'm trying to build my skills. Right, and so I placed a 0.02, made $5. Maybe I should have kept it going. Not 100% sure. I'm looking at it right now. That's what I'm looking at here. Why don't I just go ahead and show you what I'm looking at? But anyways, what I do is I am a smart money theorist who doesn't believe in retail trading. I don't believe in trend lines. I don't believe in channels. I don't believe in your typical, your support and your resistance. Those things are all a facade for the big money makers to trick you into thinking that something is going to happen right around that time. You know, let's say 4 or 5 tops. Like, oh, 4 or 5 tops, that means it must sell. And about that time you sell, it drives right through it, because the smart people, the smart money, knows exactly where you're going to put your sell stop or your sell limits. So they take you out, and that's pretty much the name of the game. So that's what I try to do, is I try to teach people how to avoid those situations. And if you are a fan of that kind of stuff, if you want to learn more about that kind of stuff, please do me a huge favor. Let that screen go wild. Get me a subscription, get me a like, get me everything you can. Let me see, tuck my head a little bit so you can see the subscription thing up there. Hit that. There's a subscription button down below you can click. Like button down below you can click. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithms, because they like to squash little people like me, especially when I try to expose their secrets. Yeah, that's what I got to say about that. So anyways, what I was doing, especially recently here with Litecoin, is first I was trying to find a good trading rate, right? And I was looking at this and looking at this and high. So it looked like it settled on a different trading range once it got to here, right? And so we made a high, and look, we made double highs, triple highs, quadruple highs, whatever you want to call it. I'm on the 5-minute chart, so I like to use the 5-minute chart because it gives me a lot of information. A lot of people don't like to use the 5-minute chart. They think it's noise. I think the 5-minute chart is perfect. 15-minute chart right behind it. I mean, of course you want to look at all time frames. You really do. And whenever you look at all time frames, you get a bigger picture as to what is going on. So if I was to go to the 4-hour time chart for Litecoin, that I would see that there was a huge drop, right? With this huge drop did was take out liquidity, right? It didn't hit a bearish order block, but what it did do, it entered a fair value gap. And a fair value gap is a gap that is basically kind of open, like, you know, when you see a green candle kind of shoot up and there's no retracement from that. Eventually those get retraced too. Not all of them, but eventually most of them do get retraced too. And that's why whenever you're out here trading and you think it's gonna be the bomb and everything's gonna be going great, and that you're gonna make millions and millions of dollars because of one happened. How did I get to NZ? I have no idea. Anyways, let's get back to Litecoin. Coin really can't show up if I don't really spell it right. I always use the Coinbase one because the Coinbase one is where most of real trades are happening. Not real trades, but where most of the money is. So that's why I like not Litecoin, but trade Coinbase. So this thing screamed down around this time. Seemed like it was about last week, maybe just earlier. Now to about kind of movements that we see after these big drops. Thing is I like to try to look for rebalances. Rebalances meaning that quick, right, comes back up, another drop. Now did that come up and cross that wick line? It did, therefore it rebalanced. Therefore I would not anticipate, well, I do anticipate it going higher, but I anticipate it going higher toward this level here. First of all, I expect it to get above these highs, because these highs, because these are all just sitting here, and that's where my 0 to 1 is. Those are just sitting there. Those are all equal highs. Then your next level would be this level. Then your highest level would that's what I'm aiming for. Where around level. Now go back to the 5-minute chart of the Litecoin. What has happened with the 5-minute chart of the Litecoin, and for guessing most of you can see what's going on here. Reason I'm looking at Litecoin is because Litecoin probably has the most tradable trades, I guess you could say. Like a lot of the other ones are a little bit weary. Don't really have a direction, don't really know what they're going. Litecoin has at least made an attempt to make a structure, right? And that's what crypto is all about. Not even crypto, just trading. It's all about structure. So it did make some kind of structure, right? You have these highs that it's hit, getting close to those highs, and this is what people often see as, right, the two highs, right, and they see it get close to those highs and then it drops off as. Now that being said, I don't think necessarily that's a problem. Not really the problem, but the issue, or whatever you want to say. I would say that is just liquidity. That is the smart money making liquidity in the Litecoin space. So, meaning, hey, there's liquidity above here. A lot of people have sell stops. What they're gonna do is they're gonna get into the stops and not sell limits, and then once they get into the sell limits, they're gonna have short stop loss. That, and again, what we do is we trade right through it and then take all their money. And that's pretty much how smart money works, by taking all the little guys and trying to figure out how they take the little guys' money is the question. That's why I've been watching Litecoin. Again, I did get hit the 79 point or whatever it was. As soon as it did that, I placed a bet, and then I thought once it got down to about here, because there's a break, right? So kind of like a little gap. Once it hit that, it would turn around. Once I saw that it didn't, I got out. So now, what am I looking for? Litecoin. I don't know, Litecoin's tough because it did have that clear of liquidity. Comes down, takes out those. There should be a path somewhere. I just don't know how low it's going to be. Looks like it's already making its up. At least I feel like it's making its way up. Because I don't see it coming to this area here, then turning around. Even though it has been getting lower lows, I feel like we should be seeing some higher highs out of it. I'm going to open up Retail Trader Index. Retail traders think there's momentum, lower or momentum, but eventually that momentum has got to looking for that cross, looking for that one that just crosses, continues to go on. I feel like we're in that space because we are in discounted price mode. What I mean by discounted price mode, I mean go from this to 0 to 100 down to this right here. Very, very, very important. Buying areas to buy, I guess you could say. This would be the area. Be any reason why would not want to buy. Especially what here. Fine. This up to here. That was the high. You come down right around the area. 3.29 and 0.5. Exactly where you want to buy. Do boom, kick up. Pull down low. This 0.5 or no. Got down to the 61. Not the best, but to get below. Down from the 60 to the 70.5. 0.5. Again, it's a buying spot. Of course, there's a couple levels that you like to. Oh, I want to add more trading. Are going to be doing that. Sorry if I'm all up in your grill, and my webcam is fairly close to my. I can't help it, but try to. Way I am. Anyways, I think Litecoin is definitely the buy right now. And I think it will continue to be the buy till it breaks these highs right here. Right? Got all these highs right here. And after that, kind of have these highs right here. That, all those highs hanging around. That's called when people come up to it. Yeah, and this one here came up to it and then it fell. It didn't all the way come up to it, but then it fell. That leads people to believe that this is a resistance point. And so whenever it gets up close to this resistance point, it could pull back just a little bit and then take off. Maybe not take off, but at least get above that resistance. Now, you have one more kind of area here. little off. I mean, it's not 100% equal to what we call soft highs. When you get soft highs, you'll get the kind of same reaction, meaning that get the soft pullback, on, get the soft pullback somewhere on there, and then you'll finally get the full blown up proportion. So that's my Litecoin prediction. I think Litecoin is definitely a safe bet right now. Oh, it's good. Now it's on magnetize it if I want. Magnetized that RSI, which if you don't know, I like to not overload, but overlap, sorry. I like to overlap RSIs. I like to overlap the 14 and the 29 because that's what you use for your MACD. So you can see what's going along with the RSI as far as the market is concerned. If there's a sudden movement, this right here to me is interesting because it really isn't a sudden movement, but to the RSI it is. It's a big sudden movement, but you're going by 29 frame, 19 frame, or 16 frame, sorry. That's a big sudden movement. Those are the kind of things I look for as far as farming pace. Of course, you look at merchants and things like that. Else on coin. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna label these really quick. Liquidity. Just FYI, I did wait for that Litecoin candle red candle to come down pretty far as I could. I jumped in. I am in Litecoin 22.25. $24, $22, $25, $29. Right around here. Where there is coin trade. Blue. I'm down to order block. Below. Oh. Again, Litecoin's gonna be one of those things that I'm gonna be looking at. Didn't mean to do that. So, other things to look at. First, Bitcoin. What I think is going on with Bitcoin is we had this down here had this very, very low, right? And what happened with this very, very low, if you look all the way across to the left, it hit a small order block. Way back in the day. March 21st. There's a small little order block right here that it hit. That's what made it turn around the other way. And then there was another attempt to go lower. It got shut down by a fair value gap. Okay. Fair value gap on the hour. Bitcoin is heading up. The only thing I don't like is that it didn't get above direction. I'll have to kind of potential it's gonna have when it gets down here. There's a bullish order block right here. Straightened out. Takes it down, hit order block, Should turn around and bounce off. Good. Doesn't. You're looking at something different. But turn around and bounce off that. Oh, I'm thinking this is the area that it's going for right here. Right there. I think it's going for that area right there. So anywhere in between 535, 35 to 53900. It's going to be somewhere in there in that area. What I'm concerned with is this bullish order block here, or bearish order today. Once it gets into this area, these things don't like to get halfway through. Do get halfway, they're on a roll. The only thing that would be stopping that would be this fair value gap, not this fair value gap, but order block. Block. We shall see what happens with Bitcoin. I think we're gonna break here. Could be a good area for a trade. Not gonna lie, because you have break there. Don't even going on 5 minutes. Looking at the hour. Five minutes of this. Just hit an order block on, it looks like it just hit a smaller order block, which I think could maybe be a little bit of a trick. Pull up just down to hit this real order block and then go higher. But if you look at this, I mean, we have here, and I'm going to push there because that guy right there. That button. Be wary of Bitcoin. I think we could be seeing, you can see it did hit. We did see a bottom. We did see it try to make a lower low. It didn't happen. And I think we're trying to see it make another lower low. And this might be the place to go in on. Try to make a better trade. Again, everything I say is educational only. I am not a trader. I am not a broker. I am just one trying to tell you everything that I have experienced in my life. and the trades that I've made, all the good things that have come with that. I'm going to go back to Litecoin really quick, see what's going on. I think Litecoin, even though Litecoin did make some aggressive moves to the downside, starting to go back up to the upside again. My MetaTrader 4 is showing me that. On a 0.02, and I went from about a 156 to about 10 to 232. Litecoin is making some gains. I'm gonna try to keep it on as long as possible, and then try to work out what's. All right, next up, go with Ethereum. You know, everybody likes going on with Ethereum. We're in this Ethereum market into Ethereum. Ethereum market. And it didn't even type space. Right, Ethereum, very tricky one right now. A lot of people saying it's a go, it's a good trade, it's a positive trade. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. We had the fair value gap. It came in, crushed the fair value gap, started moving slowly to the downside, and so slowly moving down, slowly moving toward the downside. Question is, basically what's going to be happening. I'm not seeing anything that could. Oh, we got a low, a high, a low, a high. This would be your breaker. It's going to be lowest red candle going across, gets across that breaker, that will serve as support, and we'll have some Ethereum trades, I would say, go to the positive, but I'm not 100% sure on that. High, low, higher high, similar situation. Higher high, low. I don't like that. message. These are so tough to get across. Hard to trade on. How did it go to XRP? Going. It's just like going through every single ad. Barely took a look at Bitcoin, but where we need each. That's the one we were. And it just came out with D. Teach you. SD, come on. Keyboard, kill me. A really cool keyboard. Has like, it has 3 different Bluetooth selectors. Like you can like, well, if you have MacBook, have tablet, if you have iPhone, you can use the keyboard for all 3 of them. So that's what's kind of cool about it. But I really haven't even tried it with my iPhone just yet. I've only just used it for my laptop. Like this, I need to use. Yeah, again, you know, out for these. So many breakers. So many breakers and so many. And this pulled all the way down. Right? Pulled all the way down. Got into the fair value gap. This leads me to believe did get to the fair value gap and trace the other way. That there is bullish movement out of Ethereum. I don't see Ethereum trying to, especially at the same, I don't see it trying to get down below. Really don't. So anyways, that's my Ethereum prediction. Out for where we're at right now. Could change the direction at the moment. Made some money off Ethereum earlier. I lost some money off Ethereum earlier. Luckily made more than I lost. That's the good thing. Other cryptos to watch. What we're looking for here. And I know the one that everybody's looking at right now, which is Solana. I am personally in Solana and I'm rooting for it. Wow, 42.5. I got in at 20 bucks. I knew Solana was going to be a game changer. I think this will be the next Filecoin. So anybody whoever was back here in early April. I don't know who you were trying to sell off some Solana. Probably shouldn't have done that. Because Solana, the next thing is gonna, my understanding is going to connect a lot of different chains, things like that. And I'm not 100% sure about the on an ecosystem, but I do believe we'll be able to respond. Going to change the internet. My understanding. Putting in a trade is concerned, don't do it right now. Too high. Way too. This bid from here to here, and then you get down to the halfway point before you know. And of course, pull back. I can do with Solana. Even try to give you a hint at it. If you're gonna be in Solana, try to find a spot. I don't think Solana. Way. I mean, it just huge wave up, kind of going sideways. I personally would wait. I think fair to wait. Thing is that you have this huge bit down here that probably nobody's mentioned. I'm going to mention it because this could be where you can make your money from. Greatest now did it. I even want to go all the way down. I think that could, personally, I think that is what we're looking at. I think short term, what people are going to be looking for are going to be short term buys. probably somewhere in that range. But if you're looking for something to hold out on and to really get a good grip on Solana, I would say wait. This I'm not 100% it's gonna happen. Don't hold me to this, but I do think could get down to that area, and once it gets down to that area, then done. Often, I think that right here is just, and we'll play. Could see a buying potential right here. That could fake out the people that are not paying attention. I think he beats. And here, you know what I'm gonna do is I know you guys are probably sick of looking at my head, so I am going to do is take my head off of this, but you guys can just look at the charts. Oops, wrong one. Forgot I was on the other one. There we go. Oh, forgot to turn it off. That might work. All right. So now, question is, what do you guys want to see? Do I have anybody in the chat that wants to see anything? Potential breakouts. What do you think is the next coin that could be the one that could drop something? I'll tell you what I'll go through. I'll go through some regulars, not some regulars, but some ones everybody would expect. ADA. Things that, why can't we get ADA above $40 or $20? I feel like on my wallet, it's always around. That one. About where it needs. Right, so that thing is that we have all this below. Means I have a feeling there's a big push down. Try to take out most of the people in the market, or at least make people think they're gonna sell. Get something like that right here. positive. Be mixed around. Log. Just what I have a feeling this is what's going to happen with Cardano. Sideways for so long. Gotta do something. Gotta make a move. It's gonna come down. It's probably gonna take out a lot of liquidity in it. It's not a bad idea. Not opposed to this. Out to about 107. That's what I got for that. Oh, next one. What am on my top 20s? Up here. Gotta pull it through the top 10s. See what's going on with Loop Ring. Guess it at a low price or something. Yeah, I marked these. Made them out of fairly low. Get off the 5 minute. Let's go to the 1 hour. Or how much it's fortunately. It's doing better than what it has been. Don't know how. Give you some thing. Just nice say it looks gracious. Green, so hard to get on the. Oh, this even loop. I think loop ring bearish. Have word to come up and take out this high side liquidity. Too much of a gap in here. I mean, unless it swings, which it could, and have a low, have a higher low. I'm not sure. I'm kind of I'm on a 1 hour chart. Green could be, okay, never mind, I'm changing my course. Green could be I got for alpha. Odyseee does make it apps. Fill the gap. Odyseee up into gap. Push forward, or that's what I would be looking. Focus starter. I haven't even really been paying attention. My portfolio. Doing great. Point Solana's 5. I'll do this. Came down, closed in the actually a good time, actually good cook, closed in the gap. And I don't have too much time left. I know I'm going way over time on my hour. Polka starter, but polka dot. $29 right. Wow, what a very polka. I'm concerned about is tells me that Ethereum's down. They get below I would be looking for it to only cross this line. Possibly cross this line is expected polka down to or any. I'm not even probably even below that. I would say I haven't seen gap down here. We'll get down to 20. It's me, my technical analysis. Generally, I'm not wrong about these. Time to my money. Much damn time. Frontier doesn't. I wouldn't. I bought it at $5 and Edgic going absolutely. Ow. $5. Edgic. Any movement on gas? Gas was doing good when Neo was doing good. That's another one thing I need. All right. waited. I haven't waited and put money in it. All the way. Ah, geez, guys. I don't know. I don't know what to say to you guys. Altcoin market's not looking good. Bitcoin market decent. Look for certain specific areas. Same thing for Ethereum. Take my advice. Don't take my advice, I should say. Just know that I have experience in community for quite some time, and you know, smart money comes into play. Smart money pulls the plug. Yeah, be interesting time ahead. But we'll have to see what is gonna happen. Really want to see take off. Base altcoins over to we'll figure this out together. Anyways, I'm gonna get off of here. It's way too late, way past my bedtime. Thanks a lot for checking this out. Again, Ted here, Bodies and Wicks. If you like smart money, and you like trying to get ahead of the big person, and you want to try to beat those people, and you want to try to look for the specific areas to where you know that things are going to go ahead, hit subscribe. I believe it's behind my head. Hit the like button. Less people in the algorithm know that I'm out there, and keep on keeping on. If you're heading the game, don't worry, this is the last of it. We're gonna see another surge of some great alternative coins. I am excited to see that is for sure. Thanks a lot for watching. I shall see you later.